We like to say that we work for a living, but to the naked eye, well, what I do is sit for a living. My head allegedly churns, but the only organ put to visible use is the seat of my butt. The car guard stands for a living. The advocate talks for a living. Ditch diggers and athletes spurt for a living, a bit of muscle stretch and a longer bit of rest on the spade. Now here's some guys who really work for a living. Driving, I fleetingly sighted a trash collector's barrow. That's not a hard thing to do nowadays, but this barrow was special. In big black letters on blue plastic, it declared, "Doing fine without you." This was a two-edged message, eh? One edge was a very middle finger to the world of salaries and comforts and insurance policies. The other edge said, "Don't give me pity, don't give me charity, I make my way." And that was refreshing, I felt, in an era where every week sees a larger crop of outstretched hands. Mr. Doing Fine alerted me that I've never known the Barrow Brigade ask for anything. I wondered, is there a subculture here, a subculture of proud independence? So I went to check. As always, I half expected a dim reception. Objectively, I'm being a prying nuisance and voyeur and time thief. As usual, I was welcomed like an old friend. This is South Africa. Hospitality reigns. And I also think that there's a worldwide phenomenon. People are interested in people being interested in what they do. In a trash warehouse that could house Boeings, with forklifts zooming in every direction at all times, recycler managers Ricky and Zondi and Mtutuzeli burst with pride. They want me to know what contributors they are. They don't only pay taxes, they also shrink the city's clean-up bill, and they've created South Africa's newest profession, self-employed barrow contractors. Two of them used to be barrow jockeys themselves. They impress upon me that the Lanis, as they put it, hardly see the jockey's real work. You construct your contraption from found objects, so-called, like discarded supermarket trolleys and wire fencing. You use your fingers as spanners and as pliers. You sleep in culverts, you overhaul your barrow's fuselage every night, you stake your turf and constantly defend it, and from 3 or 4 in the morning, you're wrestling your unwieldy, empty barrow to your patch. Then comes the easy bit, the bit that first brings you into the public eye. You ferret paper and plastic and old broken irons from bins that Pick It Up is coming to collect, and you stock up your barrow, which might hold 20 suitcases worth, possibly more. Next stage is the ultra work, and that is pushing your laden barrow for perhaps several hours after the end of your collecting to reach your bucket shop, the warehouse where the Rickies of the world weigh your produce and pay your due. Now, I've known my times in my car of impatience at my multi-horsepower vehicle getting clogged behind a 2-leg power trash barrow. I don't think I'm alone in this. I've simultaneously also felt sometimes a certain admiration. Now, after a modicum of getting to know the trash barrow clan, my admiration lobe has grown and the out of my way sentiment has shriveled. I also learn of sales techniques and foiling the cheats. You get to know who deals straight, who tries tricks like weighting their loads with water in concealed cardboard or in stones sewn into their sacking. And I meet the weigher, Ruth. Ruth is cheerfully joshing with barrow men as they bring their loads up. Ruth is quite cock-a-hoop. She reckons that nobody in the world has offered more bribes than she is, such as to define a load as clear plastic bottles at 3 Rand a kilogram rather than as assorted plastic bottles at 2 Rand. A raft of cameras helped her stay on the straight and narrow as these offers come. Up the street, a bunch of barrowers have just cashed in. They are at convivial rest, smoking something that didn't come out of a factory. Vito, Cyrus, and Bongani. They sound like a United Nations. They have dreams, respectively, of going to university, of rising to employ a team of sub-barrowers, and of, I quote, going to school, which unfortunately won't happen because I am a drug addict. Abruptly, conversation ends. Whoops and cheers have broken out. The Ferrari of Barrows is barreling in down a hill. 200 kilograms of debris being steered like a skateboard by a shirtless youth shrieking exultation. A subculture of proud independence? You bet.